If you love Baltimore sports, you'll love WNST.net.
All right, High Tops. Look at this. Everybody look around right now. Breathe this in. This is 10-3 right now, right? This is Monday Night Live on AM 1570 WNST.net. I'm Glenn. He's Luke on the end. We're usually here. Brendan Iambadejo is your host. Wow. They're related to you? They're related to you?
I paid them. I paid them. I forgot I got to talk in the mic.
Right.
Sorry. Rough morning.
PA, I'll let you have the honors of introducing the man that is sitting to your right, who apparently a couple of people are interested in.
Well, it's my pleasure to introduce Joe Flacco. Can you go ahead and give it up to him? And the best thing about Joe is that as a young guy, when he came here, he just kind of springed into the starting position, and all of a sudden he's starting, he's running for touchdowns, and he's throwing for touchdowns, and then he comes to work, he's got all these scrapes all over his knees. I was like, man, you must have had a great night. He's like, oh no, me and my brother were wrestling. I'm like, did you take him? He's like, I always take him. And then now, 4 years later, he owns every record, you know, every quarterback Ravens record, and he still comes to work with scrapes on his knees because he's still wrestling his brothers. So nothing's changed about him, but he's just a better football player and a better guy, and it's a pleasure to have him on our show. Joe Flacco.
What's up? Can they hear me? I can't even know. I don't know if they're getting
Yeah,
this
there we
or
go.
not.
There's a little bit more.
Joe's going to freestyle for us tonight, by the way.
Not happening.
You don't have anything prepared? What would
Freestyling is not, you don't have anything prepared when you freestyle. You just let it go. But I don't have that ability.
It's not in your repertoire?
It's not.
If you guys won the Super Bowl, could we get you to come back and freestyle?
No.
No.
There's nothing that Joe can't do. That's nothing, I tell you.
I don't know. I'm starting to think. You got the team 10-3, and fourth season going to be headed to the playoffs. I mean, we're starting to think maybe you might walk on water around here.
I don't know if that's true. I don't know if you guys believe that. I think you might just be saying that. We'll see what's being said when we're all said and done this year.
All right, Joe, this has to be a little bit funny for you because I know that you don't pay attention to what we say, which I like about you. You don't care anything about what we have to say. But I'm sure you're aware that at times during the course of a season, some of us and some of the people that are sitting out here were saying things like, oh, Joe can't play. He's terrible. He stinks. He's no good. He can't be the quarterback here. It's got to be funny to you to see it go from that to this that you're looking at right now.
Yeah, it's pretty hilarious. I mean, everybody reacts week to week, and I mean, most people really have no idea what really went on in the game and how everybody played and, what was supposed to be happening. I mean, you can, everybody, I can look at an NFL game and say, hey, this is what I thought should have happened, but I could be way off base.
Sure.
Because I don't know what they game plan for the week and things like that. So it's funny to see all these things. I mean, look at Tim Tebow. I mean, I like Tim, but you have a tendency to want to, I don't want to see Tim do bad, but look what happens after he wins a football game. I mean, if you watch SportsCenter today, it was Tim Tebow, something else. Tim Tebow, something else. Tim Tebow, something else. When we beat the Steelers, were we on TV? No, I couldn't even find a Baltimore Ravens highlight. So, I think that's the kind of way it is around Baltimore. We don't always get our respect, but you got to deal with it and just go out there every week and win football games.
Well, we have a unique opportunity right now because I've been waiting all season. You guys, the two of you, are neighbors in the locker room. You guys have lockers right next to each other.
Yeah.
Brendan likes to pass himself off as this smooth kind of dude that's really suave. He shaves his legs like a weirdo. He's got all sorts of things like that. And I keep looking for someone to give me an embarrassing Brendan Iambadejo story.
Come on, man. I'm not going to do that.
No?
No.
I thought of all people I could get you to.
I could get embarrassing, but I don't know if it's politically correct for this radio show.
Well, that's what we were hoping for. I'm not
Joe
getting
will not say anything bad about me. It's the Jedi mind trick. You will not say anything bad about me.
Come on, I got to be next to this guy for the rest of my career, and I'm not going to say anything bad about him.
But dude, you're the quarterback. I think you can get away with it.
Yeah, I'm sure I could get away with it, especially with him. I mean, he's a good guy, but that's why I'm not going to throw him under the bus.
I'm such a good locker neighbor, though. I'm such a good locker mate.
He is, man. There's some guys in there that you wouldn't want to be next to. Terrence Cody, he takes up about 3 lockers, and
He does.
You know, it's just not good. I'm not talking about his body. I'm talking about all the crap that comes with him, his towels, his shoes, everything.
I'm next to Anthony Allen on the other side. He's a rookie, man. His jock strap's always in my locker. His flip-flops, toenails. Like, come on, man. I think he left a few dreads in my locker after he shaved his head, man. Joe's easy, though. Joe's good.
Joe, we can confirm Brendan doesn't leave his jockstrap in your locker ever?
No.
No, that's very good of you, B.A.
I don't wear one anyways. I don't need it.
Exactly.
We learn something new
That's
every
the
week.
naked truth.
And he shaves his legs, not like he's a weirdo or anything. Can you share any opinion? Because I've been telling him all season, I think it's weird that he shaves his legs.
Yo, he shaves his whole body.
That's not weird.
He shaves his arms. He shaves his legs.
Uh-oh, Joe, how do you know? I'm getting nervous.
Yeah. I mean, I don't shave anything. I mean, my arms have hair on them, my legs have hair on them, and then this guy completely, you know, hey, what are you going to do? It's just personal preference.
Well, let's talk a little football. Of course, Joe, this year for you, everyone's talked quite a bit about getting those monkeys off your back. I'm sure you love that term by now. First, it was you couldn't beat Ben Roethlisberger, and yesterday you took care of another one, beating Indianapolis for the first time. So what's this year been like for you, and what comes to your mind when you hear things like, oh, he can't win the big one, he can't beat Roethlisberger, he can't beat the Steelers, and you just continue to throw those monkeys off your back every week, it seems.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. I mean, it really means nothing at the end of the day. We beat the Steelers. Just because Ben wasn't playing didn't mean anything. All those games are just as important. You know, to be honest with you, in the regular season, since I've been here, we're 500 against those guys. And, you know, if you were to ask people, people would probably say we have one win against them, you know?
Right.
So it's funny to hear that kind of thing. And it kind of just goes with the territory. You got to, you know, continue to just take it and deal with it and, you know, not really worry about it. You know, as far as winning the big one, we've won a lot of big games around here. And the other thing is, you know, quarterbacks are not the only guy on the team to win football games. And when we do win football games, I mean, I don't seem to think a lot of people say, "Hey, Joe Flacco won that football game." When we lose the football games, it might be the case. But you know, obviously, that's not all reality. And you know, as a quarterback, your job is to go in there and realize that, and be the guy that goes out there and plays the same way every week and puts your team in a position to win football games. And you know, that's what I've been doing, I think, and that's why we're 10-3.
If you love Baltimore sports, you'll love WNST.net.